Hi YouTube, what's going on? It's Kaiger1324 back today with another pickups video. And at the end of the video I'm going to be going over what I thought of WrestleMania. So I'll warn you, if you haven't watched it, there will be spoilers. So I'll mention before I talk about that's when I'm talking about WWE. So that's when you can click off the video if you haven't seen it, or you don't want to hear about it. I'm not as loud or anything today because I'm really tired. I didn't go to sleep last night because of WrestleMania, and I've been away, been out in town, game shopping and stuff like that since well, I don't know, about 9 o'clock this morning. It's just 2 o'clock now. I've just got home. I'm tired as fuck. I'm not gonna go to sleep until later because I'll mess my sleeping pattern up. Anyway, I'm going to go over. First up here is stuff from the other town that I went to today. Not my main town. I went to another town. Let me know, because I spent £6.20 on the train. Let me know if it was actually worth that money going on that train and going all that, being all tired and aching. I thought it was okay. So first off, the first place I went to was a charity shop. Heart Foundation. I got ISS Pro Evolution, so it's pretty much the first Pro Evolution game. I don't know, I got one the other day on PS2. I'm hoping this isn't. I think the other one was the second one. $1.99. They only had two games there, this and LMA Manager, which I already own. So just took it. It was a PS1 game I didn't own. Then I went to a game shop called 24/7 Games. Their prices were lower than retail, but not as low as I would have liked it to be. But I thought they were somewhat decent. So the first thing I went to was Xbox. And the first game I picked up was Zone of Enders HD Collection. When I first picked this up, the one I picked up was $9.99, and then I saw this one and it was $4.99 because this is the pre-owned version. And you know me, I prefer to save a bit of money than have something brand new, just because it's saves me a bit of money and it means I can get a couple more games. And like I said, the shop was, it was nice. I didn't feel like I got cheated out of some money. But like I said, at the end of this first part, just let me know in the comments if you think it was worth my trip and what I got was worth it. Sorry, I'm trying to peel these stickers off. I'll do it afterwards, actually. So, Zone of Enders, $4.99. Happy to get this one. Game only, no manual. I think this one's complete. Yeah, it feels complete. Burnout Ignition, probably one of the most underrated games on the Xbox 360. An early Xbox 360 game, but a really good one. It's not Burnout, sorry, I'm tired. Stuntman Ignition. Very similar to the first Stuntman game on PS2, but better in pretty much every way. This game is awesome. I actually enjoyed this one a lot. $3.99. This was $1.49. Time Shift. I've seen some gameplay for it. I may have played the demo. It looks okay for $1.49. Why not? And for $1.99, Unreal Tournament, the Xbox 360 version. I thought this game was okay, actually. It was not much different than the other Unreal Tournaments, just maybe better graphics and stuff, but I think they should do another Unreal Tournament game at some point. And a couple of PS2 games. Tekken Tag Tournament, $2.99. One of my favourite fighting games of all time. Really love this game on the PS2. Yeah, needed that one. And Yakuza. I've heard these games are pretty good. This was $3.99. Yakuza 2 is extremely expensive for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so expensive, but let me know if you know why that game's expensive. But the first one, I've only played Dead Souls, I think it's called, on the PS3. Happy to get this one. No manual, just a game. Dynasty Warriors on the DS. It looks quite cool actually. Be interesting to see how well it works on the DS. And I think there was one on Game Boy as well, if I remember rightly. Speaking of Game Boy stuff, so I was looking around and then I saw box Game Boy Advance games, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. The boxes weren't in great shape though, so, and the prices on them were like, they were not very good games. There was one good game, which is this one, Special Forces Counter Terrorist 3, or Bioterror. Just looking at this game, it looks like a Metal Slug game. Comes complete manual, inserts game. The box is in okay condition. I'd give it maybe a 6.5, maybe a 7, maybe a 7.5. Just a bit warped somewhere, and you know. But my first box Game Boy game, really happy to get that one, and that was $9.99, and Dynasty Wars was $4.99. Let me know if this game's any good. And then I asked them, do you have any loose games, Game Boy games? He said, yeah. The first stuff he pulled out was the original Pokemon games. I have all the prices on here, so I can tell you how much I paid for each of them. So, yeah, I mean, so we've got, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Move those ones don't belong here. He took out a bag full of games. The first ones he took out were Pokemon games, like the original Pokemon Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games. They were charging $14.99 for them, and I passed up on that. But I got all these ones here instead. They had about 4 bags of loose games. So first up, we've got Kirby's Pinball Land for the original Game Boy. That one was $2.99. There was no prices, so he was tallying them up as he went. So yeah, I've got 2 original Game Boy games here. Kirby's Dream Land 2. Happy to find that one. $4.99. And for the Game Boy Color, Spider-Man, $2.99. The Spider-Man on Game Boy games that tend to be quite good actually. Then we had FIFA 2004. This one was 99p. I'm actually looking forward to giving the FIFA games a go on Game Boy. They look quite fun actually. Then we have Road Rash Jailbreak, $1.99. Road Rash are quite good games actually. Cars, $1.99. Didn't have it. The PS2 one's not too bad, so see what that one's like. Super Buster Move, $2.99. It's a great puzzle game, one of my favourites puzzle games. Sonic Advance 2, $5.99. Happy to get that one. This one's getting more expensive. What else? This one was $9.99. This was the most expensive out of all of them. Donkey Kong Country, $9.99. Happy to have that one actually. So I've got some good Game Boy games. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. That one was $7.99. The label's a bit meh, but as long as the game works, it's nice to have that one. So I didn't have any of the Mario games on there. And the last 2 were Stuntman, $1.99. Want to see how good it is on the Game Boy. And GT Championship, also $1.99. Racing games are quite fun on the Game Boy. And then I went into a Kex in that town, picked up 6 PS2 games. It was a small Kex. They didn't really have that much. I only went to the PS2 games to have a look. I was happy to get this one, Airblade, 50p. I remember playing a demo of this game and thinking it was awesome. Always wanted to have the game, and now I do. It's an awesome game. Extermination, £1. I just thought the box was really cool. This sort of chrome thing going on here, like that. It looks like a horror game or something like that actually. Bionicle Heroes 75p. The Bionicle games I've heard can be quite good. My first ever horse racing game. At the Races presents Gallop Racer. I don't know, I've never had a horse game, so Orphan Scion of Sorcery. This is I believe this might be like a launch title, an early title. It looks like an RPG. And a game that I remember playing actually, X Squad for 75p. So that's all the stuff that I got in that town. So let me know in the comments below whether you think that was worth the trip. Fuck's sake. Then I went. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just move some of this stuff actually. Then I went to my main town. First place I went was my local or private owned game shop in my main town. Picked up The Moaning of Life 2. This was £3 brand new, couldn't say no. I've been watching An Idiot Abroad and I think it's funny as fuck. Carl Pilkington is amazing. Yeah, it's £3. I've got the first one coming in the post, so you'll see that in my next one. And 50p Street Fighter, the movie, the live action one. I just got it because it's a movie that I haven't seen, and it's one of those movies that I hear is pretty bad, but you have to watch it. Then I went into my pawn shop. Didn't really have any games, but they had DVDs, buy 5 if they're under £1.99 and get them for 5 for £4. So these would have all been 99p, but 5 for £4. Dawn of the Dragon Slayer. Looks like a fantasy type movie. It looks alright. Happy to get this one. A triple pack. I Spy, National Security, and Blue Streak, which is the main reason I got it. I love that movie. I saw it in a charity shop in that town and it didn't have a price on it, and I thought I really can't be asked to go find out what this price is. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Transmorphers. This is one of those mockbuster movies where they take a movie that's really good, well, not really good, like a AAA title movie or whatever, and they basically make a shit version of it. I've heard this is pretty bad, so I got it. And Too Fast, Too Furious, my favourite out of the movies, Fast and Furious movies. And 2 more Game Boy games from another pawn shop. These were 99p each. Splinter Cell. And SpongeBob SquarePants the movie. I don't think I have that one. They were 99p each. They had another one which was £2.49 with Tomb Raider, and they had a plane game or something Tomcat, I don't know, for like £4.99, and I really couldn't be asked to pay for that. And the rest of the stuff here is from the main Kex I go to, mainly DVDs here, but there's 2 PS2 games here. So let's just go through these. First off, let's just go through the PS2 games. Dynasty Warriors 4, 150. I want to have all the Dynasty Warrior games. And Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends. This was only £1. I don't know why this one was less. And the rest of DVDs, we got Tekken, the movie, 150. Hollywood DVD Action American Heroes box set. Comes with Challenger, McBain, US Navy, US SEALs 1 and 2, Cyborg Cop 1 and 2, No Code of Conduct, and the Operation Delta Force movies 1 to 5. I think I already have those downstairs somewhere, but oh well. Picked up Most Haunted Season 1. I've been meaning to pick this up for a long time. £3.50. That was £3, that other DVD. The other one was, yeah, £1.50. Yeah, I like this show. I think it's the best ghost hunting show. I think, not being trying to be horrible, but I think the American ones are shit. I think they just oversell it. They really oversell it. This one, it sort of, you feel a little bit of truth to it. I do believe in the supernatural and stuff, but I'm the sort of guy that can sort of be like, just because there's something banging, don't necessarily mean it's supernatural. There's probably you have to sort of what's the word? Can't remember the word now. You have to sort of try and figure out, debunk it. That's it. Debunk whether it is, you know. Good show actually. Yvonne was in the Celebrity. I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here last year, I believe. Picked up Spy Kid 3. When I picked up Spy Kid 2 the other day, I mentioned this was my favourite one. It's like the video game one. I originally picked up the 3D one, which is 75p, and I saw this one for £1. I'm like, oh, the other one must be only 3D, so I'm like, okay, I'll just get that one. Bruno, that was £1, by the way. Bruno, 50p. I know this movie's extremely gay, but I think it's funny actually. I like the Sacha Baron Cohen, or whatever his name is, movies. Happy to find this one, Return to Oz. If you haven't seen this movie, it's fucked up. Like, this movie's fucked up, and it's a kids movie. It's messed up, but it's a good movie, really good. I think it's not as good as the original Wizard of Oz, but I think it's a very good sequel. I picked up Tron Legacy. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was beautiful when I first saw it. This is a really good movie, especially if you're watching it maybe in 3D or Blu-ray. I picked up the DVD for £1. Happy to get that one. Family Guy season 14. I think this is the one where Brian dies, yeah. Because I'm nearly finished with season 13, so I picked up 14. Just need to get 15 now. That was £8. I could have got it brand new for $7.99, but I really couldn't be asked to walk all the way over to HMV. So I just took that one there. Saved 1p. Oceans 11 and 12. Double pack, 50p. I don't think I've ever seen those movies. The original Spy Kids. Because I've got the second one and the third one. I just need the fourth one. The first Pirates of the Caribbean. Because originally I picked this one up from the pawn shop with the dead man's chest, and they said they couldn't find this one, and that's why I got Too Fast, Too Furious instead, so I'll probably have to get the other one. And Paranormal Entity 4, The Awakening. I have the trilogy which has 1, 2 and 3, so I picked up this one because I needed that one for the collection to finish that series. So that's all the pickups. So let me know, do you think, was it worth that £6.20 to get these Game Boy games and those Xbox games and stuff like that? I think it was, well, you know, Donkey Kong Country, Sonic, and, you know, Yoshi's Island, and, you know, box game. I thought it was worth it. So, if you haven't watched WrestleMania and you don't want to know, I'm not going to sort of go into details about the matches, but I'm going to just give my opinion. So, spoilers alert. If you don't want to hear it, click off the video now, but please like and subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the video. And if you're leaving now, take care. But so anyway, WrestleMania. So 10 o'clock WrestleMania starts, the pre-show. So, you know, it's the kickoff show, talking and stuff. I thought the first match, the Ryback versus Kalisto match, I thought it was an okay match. Not a great match to start with, but I thought Kalisto's ring gear, his entrance gear, was amazing. I thought it was awesome, like a dragon warrior. Kalisto won. To be honest, I thought Ryback was going to win. Did I really care who won? Not really. I don't really care about the US title too much. They're saying that Kalisto might fight Rey Mysterio next year at WrestleMania, so I could see that happening. It'd be a pretty good match. That was an okay match, and then 5-on-5 Divas match. It was okay. Not being sexist or nothing. I'm not normally into the Divas matches. Just because I think they were sort of getting a bit stale. But I will mention that they when I get to the other Divas match, my opinions on that, and it changed. Yeah, the Team Diva, Total Diva Team 1, Nikki Bella came out to celebrate with them, so it's nice to see her again. You know, even though she had her neck brace on. So she'll probably be coming back soon. And the Usos versus Dudley Boy match, it was okay. Not very great pre-shows, to be honest. The matches were okay, enough to sort of be like, okay, I'm watching this now. But if I haven't already subscribed to the network, do I really want to pay for it? And it's sort of, yeah, I guess I would. Anyway, so the main show, the first match was a great match to start with, the ladder match. I thought it was really good. There was some pretty oh my god moments. When Sin Cara fell off the top of the ladder on top of Stardust, I thought that was pretty badass. Zack Ryder winning, to be honest, it didn't surprise me, because WWE have been talking about how they want to push Zack Ryder, and when they sort of put him back in the hunt, you sort of knew he was going to win, so I sort of had a feeling he'd win, and good on him. But it's nice to sort of see, you know, he was a champ at one point, and he sort of just gone away for like a year, so it's nice to see him win that. I thought the match was pretty good. What else did we have? The Chris Jericho AJ Styles match I thought was fantastic. I thought it was a great back and forth match. I knew Chris Jericho was going to win, and the reason being it's 2-2 now, so there'll probably be one more match, which I'm thinking will be an Extreme Rules match if I'm thinking that. So I thought that match was really good, back and forth. I didn't care who won, to be honest, but Chris Jericho and AJ Styles, they went at it and they gave it a good match there. The Women's Championship, so it's no longer Divas now. They've got the Women's Championship, which is basically the normal WWE belt but white and red, and it looks quite cool actually. They're sort of changing it so women wrestlers are no longer referred to as divas; they're referred to as superstars now, so like they are like the men, and their match was fantastic. I was sort of doing stuff on my laptop at the ordering stuff on my laptop, but I had it in the corner of my eye, and the match was really good. Charlotte winning, I don't get that, but in a way I sort of do, because it's building up to the whole, you know, it might be Nikki Bella or something next, I don't know. But I thought that match, they really went out there and showed that there will be a new era of women's wrestling in WWE, which is nice. Another highlight. So I'm just going over the matches actually. I was going to do highlights and cons, but I'll just go through it. One of the worst matches of the night was the Brock Lesnar Dean Ambrose match. I was pissed off because they hyped it all up. Dean Ambrose getting all these weapons and shit. He didn't even use them. He didn't get a chance to use them. And I know, yeah, Brock Lesnar fucked him up. To be honest, I didn't care if Brock Lesnar won or lost, but I just wanted to see him use those weapons. And he didn't. They fucked that match up. It was over in like 10 minutes. That match could have been really good. That was a match I was pumped for. And it was sort of, okay, you sort of fucked up here, WWE. So I didn't really like that match. It was an okay match at best, but yeah. One of the best entrances of the night was the New Day League of Nations match. I thought that was fucking awesome. They come out the giant box of Bootios, and they're wearing the fucking Saiyan armor from Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, the fucking Saiyans. Xavier Woods had the Goku hair. I thought that was fucking awesome. They lost. I really don't. I sort of had a feeling they'd lose, to be honest, because League of Nations are sort of in that point where they're sort of like they're trying to be a team, But if they didn't win that championship, they wouldn't be a team for much longer, in my opinion. It was it was a pretty good match. Nothing great, but the entrance made it all great for me. What was the other match? So now we get into I'm just trying to remember the matches now. So probably the best match of the night was the Undertaker Shane McMahon match. I wanted Shane McMahon to win. I sort of knew he wouldn't. But seeing Shane McMahon dive off the top of that Hell in a Cell made it worth watching. That was fucking mental. It's been so long since something like that's happened in WWE. If you haven't seen that, well, if you haven't seen it, you're probably not listening to this, but if you did watch it and you missed that part, watch it. That was fucking mental. It was a good match, really good match. I thought that was the best match of the night. It's a shame Shane McMahon didn't win, but here's why. Because, before I mention the next thing, it was nice to see Stone Cold, Mick Foley and Shawn Michaels come down and actually get into a bit of a scrap. Fucking Stone Cold fucking took out Xavier Woods at the end. That was pretty funny. So the Bray Wyatt, when The Rock came out and the Bray Wyatt came out, I was like, okay, this makes sense. Bray Wyatt is wasn't in the main show, so it's like, you know, they were gonna have a match and Rock beat Eric Rowan in 6 seconds, broke the record, which was stupid, and it was nice to see John Cena return. I am a fan of John Cena. It's sort of, in my opinion, leading up to something, because they're saying that next year it's going to be John Cena versus Undertaker. That's what's floating around at the moment. There were rumours that Goldberg was meant to return, but obviously not. The Battle Royale match was okay. To be honest, it was fucking funny to see Shaquille O'Neal come out, actually. I'm not a big basketball fan, but I know Shaquille O'Neal and Big Show had rivalry in the past. I thought that was funny. Baron Corbin winning. I don't follow NXT. I know I might get a lot of hate for that. I just don't follow it. I might start watching it at some point because I've heard good things about it. Baron Corbin winning. I guess it's because he's ready to come into the main WWE now. I'm guessing that's why he won. But yeah. And probably another disappointing match was the Roman Reigns Triple H match. First of all, that fucking Triple H entrance was awesome, but it was like fucking Stephanie McMahon looked like she was something out of an Elvira movie. You know, the old boob lady from, you know, in Simpsons, Booberella. She's a spin-off of, or taking a joke piss out of Elvira, who was like a 80s vampire. She looked like something out of one of those old Hammer horror movies, to be honest. It was awesome, but at the same time it was, what the fuck am I watching? But then again, Triple H's entrance last year at the WrestleMania, the Terminator, I thought was fucking awesome as well. I don't care that Roman Reigns won, to be honest. I sort of knew he was going to win. I thought for myself, maybe he won't. I thought that was when, you know, Goldberg or someone's going to come out and steal the show. Was it a good match? It was an okay match. It had its moments, but a lot of people were disappointed. I know Roman Reigns gets a lot of hate now. I think he's an okay wrestler. I mean, you know, I like all the wrestlers and I respect them all, not just what they do in the ring, what they do out the ring as well. You know, giving back to the community and charity work and stuff like that. So always remember that, just because you don't like them in the ring, respect what they do out of that ring, because they do give a lot of time and money and stuff like that. Especially John Cena. You may not like him, but you have to respect what he does for charity. So remember that next time you're sitting there crying about Roman Reigns being champion and stuff like that. Just remember, or John Cena being shit, just remember, you may not like him as a wrestler, but you have to respect him as a human being, because they are down to earth people and they do things that where they don't get nothing back in return, other than, you know, well, they do. They get the satisfaction of helping a child or someone, you know. So, with that being said, what would I give WrestleMania out of 10? 7.5. Was it worth the $9.99? Yeah. Was it worth 20 quid if you use Skybox Office? Probably not, to be honest. Maybe. Depends. Do I recommend watching it if you don't have the WWE Network and you want to watch it? Yeah, I recommend it to see the Shane McMahon thing. I think that was all the matches. I'm trying to think now. Anything else that I was disappointed in? No, I think that's it. But yeah, WrestleMania wasn't too bad. Wasn't the best WrestleMania. I thought it was going to be an awesome, probably one of the best in the last 5 years. It's up there. It's up there with some of the good ones, but not the best. So with that being said, that was my WrestleMania opinions. There'll be another collection video soon. I'm going to do my VHS collection, just because I think I've gotten to a point now where I can show off everything and sort of talk a bit more about them and stuff like that. I'm fucking tired, I know that much, but I'm going to try and stay awake. If you like the video, please like, subscribe if you haven't, comment, let me know about any of these games, if any of them are any good, and let me know if you think it was worth that money to get on the train. So, thank you.